life and the next generation, and they need help. And I knew by this path I choose, I'll be able to help a lot of other people. I'll be able to make a change in their life. And yes, I will make a mark in their life. Yeah, I won't be like famous, it's fine, I don't want that. But at least I will be satisfied within myself, and I will see that I was success establishing my goals in my life. And that's what AUW gave me, and that's why, I mean, every second in AUW, it makes me more proud being part of that community, more proud of myself. And when I look at myself, where I reached today, I mean, it has been 5 years. This is my 5th year at AUW. I mean, the person I used to be, and now, yeah, I used to be a good, nice person, but now I'm more stronger. I mean, I have my knowledge. I mean, that's like the main weapon that I have now. I have my knowledge, I have my understanding for others, and the way, I mean, the community that AUW formed for us, I mean, even if we're not going to go to classrooms, still you will be knowledgeable because you will come across different cultures within the university, different sisters from other countries. I mean, when you sit in a classroom, it's like you're sitting in an international classroom where you'll find 10 backgrounds, 10 cultures, 10 people, and they will talking about their different experiences, and you learn from them. So thank you AW, and I'm lucky to be part of it, and I would like to see you all visiting us, visiting our classrooms, meeting my other sisters back there in Chittagong. I'm sure you will enjoy it. Thank you a lot.
شكرا لك. شكرا. Now we go to Krishma from Bangladesh. I think, Krishma, you believe in giving that the university gave you the chance to research and to give you more or different ways to find information, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about your experience in this university.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum everyone. I'm Karishma from Bangladesh. I'm majoring in environmental science and my minor is mathematics. So from my childhood, I heard one thing, that girls are not good at maths. Unlike many other Bangladeshi families, my family has always been very supportive and they wanted me to be an engineer in future. So during the admission test, like in the Viva, I was asked what I wanted to be in future. So I knew the answer. I answered that I wanted to be an engineer to fulfill my family's dream. Then I was asked, what will you do with your education to create a positive change in your society? That question made me think. And after that, I answered them. After thinking for a while, I answered, I wanted to create more opportunities for women in science. From then till now, I would term the journey in AUW, my journey in AUW, as a personal, professional, and educational training period. In the second year of my undergraduate life, I worked on a summer research project where I tested the water quality of municipal water supply in Chittagong. And that's really rare in Bangladesh at undergraduate level, this type of research facility. Then, till now, I have done 3 jobs under the work-study program. The first one was, we have a school in our university where we teach the cleaning staff of AUW to read and write. Then next, I was selected as one of the tutors in the University Science and Math Center. And now, currently, I'm working as a teaching assistant under one of the math faculty in our university. Then, last summer, I was selected for an exchange program in South Korea to Sukmyeong Women's University with 100% scholarship. And in one of the classes, I was sitting with students from different developed countries such as USA, Singapore, and all. And our professor asked a question from physics. I was the only one who could answer that question. And that time I felt the power of my liberal arts education in UW. And at the last day, my professor wrote a note for me, and it was written that you are one of my favorite students ever. And that was a really rewarding moment for me. And currently, I'm working on my senior thesis on the effects of anti-cancerous drug on aquatic water bodies. Besides this, I'm also connected and working on different extracurricular and co-curricular activities. I was one of the organizers of several successful conferences in our university, which are all student-driven, such as Model United Nations Conference, ICT Olympiad, Math Olympiad, national and international conference on science and technology, where all the different professors, scientists, and students come and share their knowledge. And also, I am one of the active members of Youth Mappers Club, where we are working on a humanitarian project. We are trying to map all the arsenic-contaminated well in some villages in Chittagong so that we can help the people to get access to safe drinking water. And as you can see, till now, my journey in UW, every day I have learned something new about myself. I have known what are what capabilities I have. Now I know that it's not like that girls are not good at maths. It's just because we don't get opportunities. If other girls in my community are given similar opportunities like whatever I am getting in AUW, they will also excel. So my future plan is I'm going to develop a research lab in my country on renewable energy, as Bangladesh is in energy poverty. So I will develop that lab, and all the scientists will be female there. And I hope that 10 years from now on, maybe I will be in a similar conference like this, and I will meet some of you maybe, and I will share how I have accomplished my dream. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So Karishma, you believe that you believe in empowering women and give them the chance to have the chance to educate themselves or to study. So do you think we are achieving this right now, these days, or we still have problems to empower women?
We are if I talk about AUW, yeah, we are going to that way. But I think still, I was talking about women in science, right? And I was talking to when I was in South Korea, so I was talking to one of my seniors who is doing her PhD in South Korea. So she told me that she was the only female girl, she was the only female student in her class. She is doing PhD in computer science. So you can see that the ratio of female in STEM, in science, technology, engineering sector is really less. So we need more women in science.
Perfect. I think AUW are doing a great job having you guys, and I think even your colleagues will be a major thing worldwide, hopefully, inshallah. Now we go to Shakiba. How are you? You want my mic? I'm not going to give you my mic. So خليني أقول لكم عن شكيبة في البداية. أول شيء يا جماعة بلشت في الجامعة في 2014. تخصصها في مجال العلوم السياسية والفلسفة والاقتصاد. She dreams to make this place or this world a better place, right? You think you can?
I hope so. I hope so.
Hello. You can use my mic now.
Thank you. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح صدري ويسر لي وأمري واحلل عقدة من لساني ويفقهوا قولي. Assalamu alaikum, hello, and namaste, dear brothers and sisters. By the permission of Mr. Muhammad Abdullah Al-Jalahma, the KAPF Secretary General, and Mr. Al-Said Sakhr Sijari, the founder of AUW, Mr. Kamal Ahmed, and the Vice Chancellor of AUW, Ms. Nirmala Rao, and other honorable guests and beautiful ladies who are in the audiences and gentlemen. My name is Shikeba Ahmadi. I am from Ghazni, Afghanistan. I have 5 siblings, 2 brothers, 3 sisters, 27 cousins, and I am the first girl who entered high school, then university, and will be, inshallah, entering graduate school soon. I'm doing my 3rd undergraduate program in politics, philosophy, and economics, while majoring in development studies at AUW. So during my speech, I would love to highlight 3 turning points of my life: my childhood, the time I entered AUW, and the last, my future aspirations. I was only 3 to 4 months old when my family refuged to Pakistan because in 1994, Mujahideen had taken over Kabul and there was a war going on. So I was an undocumented child in Pakistan when I grew up there. So I could not enter school, but hardly my family managed to send me to Sardar Isa Khan High School, the government school. And I did my secondary school in Afghan refugee school in Quetta, Pakistan. And I came in the late 2011 in Kabul, and I did my high school there. Then I was introduced by one of my teachers to go to AUW because I was a different child. I used to think differently, and I used to critique things around. So he thought AUW is a great place for me to grow up intellectually and as well as socially. So it was hard to convince my family, the first girl, to go outside the country and study. So what impressed my family was my grade, 99% school. So they thought I'm the person who is chasing big dreams, so I should go. They should try it once in their life to send a girl and see. I entered AUW with big dreams. I count myself a social advocate. So I entered AUW with huge dreams, but after coming to AUW, I learned how to give life to your dreams. I learned how to think beyond borders, and I learned how to understand and respect each other. I used to think that I am a girl belonging to a single family, a small town, and in a bigger picture, I can just make my country proud. But now I think of a better world, and I think of all brothers and sisters around the world, in Africa, Europe, West, and East Asia, everywhere around the world. I believe AUW provides amazing opportunities to its students, and these opportunities have meant for me to be involved in 3 internships, 3 clubs in the executive board, 2 work-study programs, and I did 1 summer project. I would love to talk about my summer project because among my cousins, I was the first girl who came out, and they were waiting for me to see what I'm going to do. So I went there with a project. I served 2 schools, and the project was named Art and Creativity. So we conducted, I and my 2 other teammates, Afghan teammates, we conducted 13 workshops for the children in order to promote the value of art in science. Interesting, right? And then we documented, it was AUW's first project to be documented in Ministry of Afghanistan. So now anyone after us can go and name AUW without a documentation that we were asked for multiple documents. And then these experiences have, of course, affected my future aspirations. Now I think differently. I live in a different world. And of course, I work and I put my all efforts to achieve a different life. So I would love to talk about 3 major future plans of mine. After graduation, I will be graduating in May 2017. So after graduation, I'll have an internship outside the country. I'll do a 6-month fellowship, and I would love to do my grad school in Oxford, studying international relations. And besides that, I am thinking of 2 projects. The first project, a library. The region I live in, Kabul, is called Dasht-e-Parchi. And we have only one library where people can find school textbooks. But after visiting AUW library and reading multiple books, I think, dying without, reading multiple literary books is a waste of your life. So I would love to build that library for the people, for the children, for the middle-aged people, for the old people to go and read and think broader. The second project would be a school. I am Hazara. I come from a minority of Afghanistan. And I know how it feels to be belonging to a minority group. That is why. So the least minority group in Afghanistan is my Sikh brothers and sisters. So I can feel, because I am doing my thesis on human rights, on the rights of Sikh people in Afghanistan, and their children cannot go to school. They do not have access to education. So my dream is this, to build one school and stop them from flying from Afghanistan. They have lived hundreds of years in Afghanistan. I personally want them to stay. I personally don't want them to live just for the reason of being unjust. The society is being unjust to them, or something is lacking there. And the biggest aspiration, I would love to work as Executive Program Director at Amnesty International and advocate education worldwide for everyone, thinking without borders. And I'm thankful of AUW and KFPF Foundation. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. شكرا لك. إذا من أفغانستان ننتقل إلى باكستان. راح أتكلم الحين مع كريمة. Hello كريمة.
Hi.
You want my mic also? No? You can take your time.
No, I don't like to take other stuff. No, okay.
Okay, cool. So خليني أعرفكم على كريمة في البداية. كريمة في السنة الثانية في الجامعة، وهي الحين راح تتكلم عن حياتها أو الإكسبيرينس اللي عاشتها داخل هذه الجامعة. So can you tell me about your experience in the AUW?
Okay. So thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum to everyone and a very good evening.
Good evening.
So my name is Karima Khan, as already told by His Highness. I'm Karima Khan from Pakistan.
I'm not His Highness. Just tell me Umar.
I'm giving you respect.
Thank you
Let's
very
take
much.
it.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
So the same as Nur Al-Najjar, my also major is also politics, philosophy, and economics, and I'm doing my minor in development studies. So before going to my speech, I would like you to know something about me. The first thing is that I'm a Muslim, I'm a Khan, and I'm from Pakistan. And there is a history behind Pakistan and Bangladesh and the liberation war, and the history behind Pakistan and India, and then as we got separated from them. So coming back to my story, so I thank Awqaf for giving me the chance to share my untold story, which was deep here and I did not share it